Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Kristen. Are you looking for the ultimate back-to-school upgrade? Appalachian Wireless is offering you the Samsung S25 or the iPhone 16, or how about an iPad on us? Sign up for an Appalachian Wireless Advantage plan or renew your line of service. Or how about just coming in to see how you can qualify? These are perfect for school, work, or play, but hurry. These deals won't last long. Visit your Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web at appalachianwireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome to Leslie County High School as Hometown 24 is going to bring you the opening of the Kentucky High School volleyball season as we are right into shape. This is the second night of games to be able to play them tonight from Richard M. Nixon Gymnasium here on the campus of Leslie County. We have the Leslie County Lady Eagles versus the defending 14th region champions, the Knott County Central Patriots. I'm Manus Blair, and I'm joined by former Letcher and Letcher Central volleyball coach Betty Vaughn. Betty Vaughn, excited about the start of volleyball as always.
Oh, totally. This is one of my, I have a lot of favorite times. This is one, I love this game. It grows on you after a while.
Exciting JV game and went 3 sets. And of course, Leslie County now being led by Natalie Washburn, who has taken over for former coach Brian Hubbard, who moved on to the football field, and he was the former KVCA Coach of the Year last year and brought a lot of exuberance and energy to the Leslie County program. Of course, last year Leslie County ended to these Knott County Central Lady Patriots in the semifinals of the 14th region, and of course Knott County Central went on to win the 14th region. Also defeated Ashland in the first round at home and then played tradition-rich Notre Dame Academy out of the 9th region in the quarterfinals. So a very good year for Knott County Central, very good year by Coach Hubbard, and let's see what Coach Washburn has for the Leslie County Lady Eagles, Betty Vaughn.
Well, and I'll just tell you, Shay done a phenomenal job. She had great athletes, but when you go down and you play Notre Dame and teams like that, if you score, that's competing with those teams. You got to go watch those teams to figure that out.
Yeah, and you know, the thing about it is with you've played them, you've played Boone County, you've played all of them down Notre Dame Academy, St. Henry, all those teams in the 9th. Just tradition rich in that 9th, 7th, and 6th region, and traditionally that's where your state champion comes out of. And you know, as we look out here, the girls are lining up at each end and they'll announce, but I think they're going to do the national anthem, and we'll take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the current Lady Patriots and the current Leslie County Lady Eagles. So stick with us here on Hometown 24.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
School's in session, and so are the savings at Appalachian Wireless. Right now, get an iPhone 14 for just $1. Yes, that's just $1 when you trade in any eligible device or sign up today for an unlimited or mix and match plan with a 2-year agreement. It's the perfect way to head back to school with the latest tech without breaking the bank. Hurry, this offer ends August 31st or while supplies last. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web at appalachianwireless.com, because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
You need open heart surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back once again to Leslie County High School, as we will have the Knott County Central Lady Patriots versus the Leslie County Lady Eagles. And I think they may introduce all the players, and no, they're not going to. So in the meantime, Knott County Central bringing back, Betty Vaughn, a lot of veteran players with a lot of good experience. Leslie County bringing back a few of their players that, of course, as we said, got to the semifinals of the 14th region. So experience counts in this game.
It does, and you got to. I've been sitting thinking, because I've been watching some teams. I went down and watched Hazard. I've been watching Jenkins. You've got Knott. You've got Leslie. You've got Wolf County that's coming out. Ben's going to be, he's got all of his players back right now and they're healthy. Minus you got 5 or 6 teams right now that I say can, if they continue to improve, can be right there at the end of the season.
Well, the preseason rankings by the KVCA and the coaches and all has Wolf County number 1, has Knott County number 2, Letcher Central number 3, and Breathitt and Powell as a tie for 4th. So, kind of leaves this Leslie County team out and, a little bit of bulletin board material for them to start off with. And you're exactly right. This season's going to play out, and as it plays out, which one of those teams can rise to the top or be the cream of the crop, and it starts tonight.
And, just going back from the history of volleyball, you've got to always put Wolf, Knott, Leslie, Letcher Central. Well, yeah, Letcher.
And as Coach Mitchell said, Hazard.
Right. Those teams have to be, because they've already, every year they've always played around and been right there at the end of the season. And they've lost seniors, they've changed coaches, but it seems like those programs are always, and Breathitt, Breathitt
definitely
started rising to the top. Now I don't get to see Powell a lot. But yeah, you've got certain programs that they rise to the top every year. They're always right there in the finals every year.
And for Leslie County, number 33, Sarah Osborne with the first serve. Sluss with the up. Goes it back, and it's Miller, and it's got a nice try that time by Royce Osborne, but it's point, Knott County.
That's a nice job by Miller going up and just switching, opening up, and hitting the ball down the line.
Zoe Miller will go back to serve for Knott County Central, 1-0 as we get started here. Miller with the serve, nice up, and it's over. Free ball by Sluss, back over the top to Waddell, over the top of the block, but there's Osborne. Over to Johnson, she brings it to Sluss. Miller across to Waddell, cut shot, but there was Johnson. Osborne to Osborne, and it's going to be a kill, point. Leslie County, and that was Royce Osborne.
And she's just an athlete from head to toe.
It's just the triple Osbornes out there. Number 27 will go back to serve, and that is Jalen Johnson. 1-1. Jump serve into the net, service error, point Knott County. And into the ball game now will be out of the ball game comes Ava Waddell. Jump serve, and it's going to be taken. An overpass goes to Miller to Sluss. Back set close to the net. Joust, and goes out of bounds. Oh, no, excuse me. It's on the line, and that will be point Leslie County. Baker was looking at the line judge and thinking it might have been out, but no, it was in, according to up official Roy Spencer. Hits the net, and that's going to be an ace. And that was number 14, and I do not have a number 14. Maybe that is Hochstedler. I'll have to check my notes again. Took a picture of it.
That's a hard ball to play that bounces off that net.
To Baker across, back to Baker over the top. Johnson can't grasp, and it's a point, Knott County. In the game comes number 30 for Knott County, and that is Riley Kraft. Bailey, who normally doesn't serve, is going back for Knott County Central, so maybe Bailey's going to be a little more of a six-person, Betts.
6'5", back there serving.
Johnson across to Osborne, push down to Miller, and that's going to be a point, Leslie County.
You ever, even now, have you, and it's 4-3 Leslie. Look how at the smart plays everybody's not killing the ball. They're picking spots on the floor. Exactly.
Yes,
I love
positional.
it.
Number 10, Haley Napier Jr. will go back to serve for Leslie County at 4-3. Serve to Sluss. Goes to Baker across, and it's going to be over. Comes across Osborne with a cut shot, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. 5-3.
I'm telling you, people don't know how hard this game is until you get out there and play it.
Napier with a serve to Sluss. Miller back set to Baker, and that's going to be a block that time by Lauren Osborne, and that will be point Leslie County.
And that was a nice back set by Zoe Miller. She pulled her right to the net.
Nice little cheering section bets for Leslie County over there. The students have come out for them. Napier with a serve, cannot be clear handled. Sluss to the front, free ball for Leslie County. Osborne wanted the ball, but it missed set, comes short. Back, and it's going to be long as Baker hit it just a little long. Point Leslie County, 7-3. Napier on a roll for Leslie County.
I like this. Knott got in that huddle and was talking, trying to figure out what they need to do.
Nice serve by Napier. That's going to be a point, and Coach Cornett's going to ask for a timeout. 8-3, Leslie County. We're going to take a break. Stay with us.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
And as we come back from the timeout by Coach Cornett, Baker with the kill. It's point Knott County, 8-4 Leslie County, and Betty Vaughn, Coach Cornett calling a timeout, trying to change the momentum.
She is, and it's early in the season. Everybody, everybody's nerves are at the top right now. So
yeah, first game of the year for both teams. Nice up, crossed by Napier, and it's going to be out, and it'll be point Knott County.
You know, this is actually a big game to start the season. You got the 14th region champions against a team that was in the semifinals of the region last year. So
serve to come back, and it's going to be free ball as Johnson will get it across. Tight to the net. And there it goes across.
Nice hustle by Leslie.
And that was Begley that got across on the free ball. Baker over the top. Nice job by Osborne. Johnson back to it. Nice job of scrambling back set.
This is a good volley right here.
Osborne goes across, trying to draw at that time. And Napier just trying, I think, got up there and second-guessed herself a little bit on that one.
So I think she's seen those arms come up in front of her.
Trying to just go over the top, went a little bit too much. 8-6 Leslie County. Conley back over, and Baker draws it, and it's going to be out. And that's going to be point Leslie County. Back to serve will be Royce Osborne. Goes to Sluss, overpass. Johnson back to Osborne, back to her. Draws it in the middle, and that's a point for Leslie County, 10-6. I like the atmosphere, and I like the enthusiasm.
I do too.
If you haven't been to a volleyball game, you need to come out this year. Serve to the middle. Nice up. Cross goes to Miller. Miller draws it, and it's out on the sideline. Point, Leslie County, 11-6. Osborne last year with 106 aces, so very good server for the Lady Eagles.
I like how the crowds are first game and the crowds are into it big time.
Back set to Baker. Baker draws to the middle. Nice up with the save. Back set to Miller. Miller draws back. There's Osborne. Across to Napier to Johnson. Into the middle, Waddell. Left-hand hit, and that's going to go long. That was by Kraft, and it went long. Leslie County point, 12-6. A lot of new components and parts for Knott County Central.
It is. Well, all the teams, they're all trying to get together and figure out where they're going to be. And
up to Baker. Baker down the line. It was tipped that time by Begley, and that will be point Knott County. Same thing with Leslie County. You got the upperclassmen, and you're trying to mix in other people. So, like you're saying, it's early in the year, and you're trying to get those parts to work smoothly.
Right.
Johnson with the up to Napier. Napier back to Johnson. Goes short. There's Conley. Sluss back to Waddell. Pushes it over. They were asking for behind the antenna, but didn't get it. Baker with the up. Cross goes to Waddell. Cross to Johnson. Napier to Johnson. Nice up by Baker. Kraft. They were asking for a double hit on that. Didn't get it. Back set comes to Miller off the block. Nice job, but it's going to be out. Point. Knott County Central, 12-8.
Yeah, Leslie 12 and Knott is 8.
Baker with the serve. Nice up. Goes across to Osborne. She pushes in that back corner.
Oh, that was a nice
Nobody
shot.
there. Smart shot, Betty Vaughn.
That's what I said. That's how volleyball has changed in the last 10 years. Used to it was get up, kill it, get up, kill it. Now you're pushing, rolling, killing the ball.
Point Leslie County, 13-8 Leslie. Libero goes back, and that's Miss Begley. The Sluss, come to Conley. Cross to Waddell. Waddell hits the net almost. Just threw the timing off. Point, Knott County Central. Bailey will come in for Kraft. Sluss to serve for Knott County Central. Johnson saves it. Goes to Osborne with a push. Nice call. Miller draws it, but there is Begley. Off the net, and that's going to be a score for Leslie County. 14-9. Out of the game comes Napier. Into the game, I do not have a number 8. Hopefully I can pick those up some way. They didn't have a number and everything down at the score clock. And then we came on the air. Number 33 to serve, that's Sarah Osborne. And it's going to go long, service her, and that's point Knott County, 14-10. Miller to go back to serve for Knott County. Jump serve, and it's going to be short, and that's going to be point Leslie County, 15-10.
Number 8 is Heidi Brock.
Okay. Is that on the Heidi Brock, thank you.
Oh,
And
nice
that's
shot.
going to be a point, Leslie County, 16-10.
That was a nice job by Osborne.
When they were coming over to double block, Betty Vaughn, they're sliding it over top. No one's coming from behind.
Right.
Service error by Johnson, and that's point, Knott County.
You can tell by looking at these two teams, they put a lot of time into the gym preseason.
Serve is going to be in, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Service ace, 16-12 Leslie County. And you know, Knott County Central went 4-1 down at the Bluegrass State Games, lost to Hunt Manual out of the 7th region, who won their flight. Not sure. I don't think Leslie County, I didn't see them playing in it. Osborne, the set was just off, a little timing error. So point, Knott County Central.
That happens a lot when you go up and then you decide in air, I'm going to switch this over.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something else with it.
I'm going to tight set it.
Yeah, you know.
Osborne to Osborne, back to Osborne. And it was blocked. Blocked again, and that's going to be a point as Baker with a block. And that draws Knott County within 16-14. You know, I keep thinking of a law firm, Osborne to Osborne to Osborne. Serve, and it's going to go long, and that will be a service error, a point, Leslie County, 17-14.
You could see the arrow kept picking that ball up as it went.
Yeah, and we were talking about thanking the Lord for air conditioning here tonight.
True. We can't blame the air conditioning.
Hochstetler.
Oh, nice up by Baker.
Who served well earlier. Down the middle, goes to Osborne, push, but there's Sluss to Miller over across. Baker, nice up. Osborne with a set, and it's a block, and it comes down, and that's a block for Baker, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central. 17-15, Leslie County as Bailey will serve. Bailey down the middle, and it's nice up there by Begley. Osborne. Baker with a cut shot, hits the net. There's Osborne. Back across, and there is Sarah Osborne, and it is in. Point, Leslie County, right on the line. Good call by the line judge. 18-15. Napier back in for Leslie County as Osborne will go out and Brock. And that is Haley Napier who is serving. And it is an adjustment for us as well, changing of numbers and personnel. Nice serve by Napier, and that's a point. Leslie County draws back out, 19-15. We'll have to check on who the choreographer is for Leslie County. 19-15, Napier with a serve, and that's going to go long, and that's point, Knott County. Right idea, just went long.
No, like we talk media day.
Yep.
Nowadays, you can't count any team out.
No.
Every team now is right in the game.
Push down the corner, nice push, and that's a point for Leslie County, 20-16. Knott County pinching the middle, and they had the angle down the left side corner.
See, that's what you use, that little meet in the middle. You're discussing, are they tied or are they loose?
Mm-hmm.
You're giving your hitters a chance to see where they need to take the ball.
Jump serve by Osborne, nice up. Cut shot by Baker. Goes Johnson off the block, and that's point to Leslie County, 21-16. Block just didn't get across the net.
Right. I mean, they were there. They just didn't reach across. They let it just hit and come straight down on their side.
Royce Osborne with the serve, and that's right on the line. Looked like, nope, the line official. The line official said it was out. Couldn't tell from here.
I couldn't either, but that was a nice serve.
That was really nice. That had a little curveball on it.
Yes, it did.
Didn't it?
It had a cut.
So 21-17.
They've been some really nice volleys this first set match.
Baker to Begley, and it comes back to Johnson. Long shot, and it's going to be point Knott County, 21-18. Pretty high-level volleyball so far,
really
but not a whole lot of errors.
And they're both teams are going for it. This first game of the season.
Baker to serve, and nice to see Baker back healthy after last year.
Yes.
And that's going to be a service ace as a little miscommunication in the back. Point Knott County. 21-19 Leslie County. And like you said, Betty Vaughn, the back line now are talking about who, what, where,
Yeah.
backing up, moving forward. Baker with a jump serve. Overpass, and it's going to be hit, but it hits the net. Nice up by Johnson. And that's going to be, I thought it might have been 4, but Miller with the shot down the middle. Goes across. Johnson with a short, but nice.
Oh, nice play.
Free ball for Leslie County. Goes into the middle. No, it doesn't. Oh, didn't get on top of it, and that's going to be a point. Knott County timeout. Coach Washburn, and 21-20 Leslie County. Stay with us. We got a good one.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School. Set number 1, 21-20 Leslie County. Timeout by Coach Washburn. Betty Vaughn, who's going to take it? Who's going to take this first set?
There's been a lot of nice volleys and a lot of great plays here to start this season off. There's one thing.
And if both teams get better from this point.
Exactly. Woo. That's what I just started to say. This is your opener, and look what these girls are gutting themselves right now.
And you had official Tim Cougar talking to one of the players of the camera. As we go back to action, let's see what comes of it from Leslie County after the timeout. Goes to Waddell. Waddell with a cut, and it falls. In tennis, you'd put your hand up, but you don't do that in volleyball, do you, Betty Vaughn?
No, you don't.
Okay, it's tie score, 21-21.
Not unless you're asking for a lot of help from upstairs.
Yeah, and we all do.
Exactly right.
Here we go, tied up, 21-all. And it's going to be a block by Waddell, and it's going to be a point. Knott County Central, 22-21. A little bit of a joust that time. Waddell was able to win it. See what Leslie County, who they go to right here. Begley, nice up. Goes across to Johnson. Overpass, nice up. Waddell, just scrambling for it. Point in Leslie County. Nice job by both teams.
It was. Baker just went a little high there instead of staying deep, where everybody was,
scrambling for
they
it.
They were, and everybody
floor.
was backing that, covering that hole. She just went a little too high.
Begley with the serve at 22-22. Nice serve. Going across to Waddell. Off the block. Point, Knott County Central. Tit for tat.
23-22 Knott.
Oh, and let's see. Bailey's in now at Sluss with the serve for Knott County Central. Down the middle to Begley. Osborne across to Johnson. Johnson cut shot, but there's Miller. Sluss back to Waddell. Waddell off the block. Nice block. Push into the back.
That was a smart play to get that ball deep, let everybody get set back up.
Ball did not cross. And that's a point for Knott Central, and that will be set point number 1, 24-22 for Avery Sluss, the junior. Nice
we watched her a lot last year come in there. And
nice cut shot that time, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County, and they stay in the first set.
Sluss came in a lot last year. Pressure points and serve.
And defensively,
exactly.
She did well. And that's really, as you well know, preaching to the choir, it's really tough sitting there coming in under the pressure.
Right. And that's what a libero does.
Osborne with the serve goes to Baker. Up to Bailey. Bailey with a kill, and that will end the first set. 25-23, Knott County. Set number 2 will come up after the break, so stay with us on Hometown 24.
Hi, I'm attorney David Jones. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School as Knott County Central has won set number 1, 25-23. Moving into set number 2, Betty Vaughn, what does each team need to do here in the second and third set?
Well, I think both teams, the communication, but this is early in the season. I thought that's what was the difference in the first set was Leslie, just a couple of balls miscommunicated, which gave Knott County that point or two to get ahead. You know, in volleyball, it's not like other sports. Motivation, it changes real fast, and a couple of points and the game's over with.
Yeah, very fast-paced. And
yes.
Once again, you know, you look across the floor and Leslie County students over here cheering like crazy. Come out, these girls are giving it their all. And, you know, I look over Knott County, and they've got a good crowd, too, that's following Knott County over. So,
I like to see this. I like everybody into the game and yelling and screaming.
Oh, yeah,
cheering.
Including the coaches and the players, not the referees. Referees are the calm.
Right.
They're the calm people.
Right.
Games last night, Buckhorn. Coach Walker picked up her first win, defeating Owsley County last night, 3-2.
That, yes.
Tickled for Coach Walker.
You know, that's exactly what I talked to them about media day. I said, you're a small school. You can't let that play on. You got to get out there and play.
Yep.
You got to come out with attitude. You're as good as everybody else.
Exactly right. And she had that, and I believe her players are picking up on that. Estill County defeated Morgan County 3-0. Floyd Central defeated Hazard 3-1. Coach Mitchell looking to try to get that first victory tonight at Lee County. June Buchanan defeated Harlan Independent 3-0. Paintsville defeated Powell County 3-0. And we got to see Paintsville last year in that state tournament. Right. Very good team.
Right.
Prairie Central, Coach Neese, first victory, defeated Jackson County 3-0. And then a little bit of a upset. Letcher Central, we were supposed to have that game. They moved it to Pike Central. Pike Central defeats Letcher Central 3-0. So surprising.
Yes,
You know, but once again, early.
It is. I agree.
Games tonight, Estill's at GRC, Hazard's at Lee County, Jackson City at June Buchanan, Letcher Central at Floyd Central, Madison Southern at Powell, Morgan County at Prairie Central, Nicholas County at Wolfe County, Prestonsburg at Jenkins, and Breathitt County at Round County.
Everybody's playing tonight.
Everybody's playing.
The only way, though, you're going to get better, you got to play.
You got to play, and you got to play good teams, and you got to overcome adversity.
You do.
So here we go. Zoe Miller will start it and service her start off with, and that's a point for Leslie County. Very uncommon to see Zoe do that. She's done that twice.
Yeah,
very uncommon.
Yeah.
Royce Osborne. Oh, excuse me. Number 33, Sarah Osborne, a senior. Very good player for Leslie County to serve, and that's going to be an ace, and that's going to be a point. Leslie County. And, you know, Leslie County got off to a good start in set number 1.
They did.
Can
like
they
I said,
keep it going?
Leslie just had a couple of balls that
made the difference.
Communication, and it got them behind. And Knott County, they took advantage of everything that they messed up.
Yep, and that's a veteran team.
It is.
Baker off the double block there. Johnson with it. Back to Osborne. Back to her. Blocked by Bailey. And that's going to be point. Knott County Central 2-1 Leslie County. And as you can see, Leslie County communicating before the serve. Nice up by Osborne to Osborne. Block, and it's going to come down. And that's a good, nice try that time by Baker, but nice hit that time by Hochstedler. And that is going to be point Leslie County.
And it is 3-1.
Johnson to go back to serve. Johnson, an outstanding 6th player. Sluss, Bailey across. Nobody's calling. Finally a call. Free ball, Leslie County. Back set over top of the double block that time. Nice play. Baker with a cut shot to the middle, but there's Johnson. Osborne, Miller, Sluss, Baker, Keel, Baker, point, Knott County. 3-2, Leslie County. Number 30 in for Knott County Central, 8th grader Riley Kraft. Osborne will give it back, and that's going to be a nice kill that time by Royce Osborne. Point, Leslie County.
And, you know, they're double blocking her. Sometimes that ball, she just gets above a lot of the blocks.
And with force.
Yes.
She hits it with force, a lot of force. Hochstedler, nice serve. And that's going to be out, and that's going to be point Leslie County, 5-2.
Yes, 5-2 Leslie County.
Oh, and it gets the benefit of the roll, and that's going to be a service ace for Hochstedler, and she just served really well. And she is a freshman. Point Leslie County, 6-2.
That's what you like to see when it's a freshman and they do not look nor act like a freshman.
She does, and she's got nice springs in her legs.
Yes.
Push it across, Osborne off the block, and it's going to be in point, Leslie County, 7-2.
See, now Knott's going to have to adjust their defense because Leslie's using these corner shots really, right now, it's all to their advantage.
See if they can keep it going. Lady Eagles, nice serve. Oh, trying to cut serving at the end of the net, and that service her served it tough. That was a point, Knott County Central.
You know, nobody else probably sees this gym except you and I like how these teams, it's not how much do I get to play, it's I'm part of this team.
Part of the team, exactly
yes,
right.
I love it.
Push by Osborne. Kraft across, goes to Baker, times it, but there's Johnson. Across to Osborne, tries to cut it. Osborne back to Osborne. This time tries to hit a little bit hard, but into the net. Point, Knott County. Goes to Osborne. 7-4. We'll have Coach Hubbard at the beginning of the third set, and that's going to be off. They're asking for a touch, but no touch was given. And so that's going to be point of Leslie County, 8-4. And we'll have Coach Hubbard and me or Betty Vaughn will be talking to it a little bit. Both of us will be talking. We've got a wireless mic. We'll do it. And there's a ball loose in the back area. So that will be a replay. 8-4 Leslie County as Napier is serving for Leslie County.
Of course, you know, those two little fellas are not going to show their eyes.
Oh, they ran. Yeah. Little rascals ran.
They're going to stay back there for a while.
They'll watch this and know that we're in trouble.
Exactly.
Point, Leslie County, 9-4. And Coach Hubbard, who coached last year and was the coach of the year for the Lady Eagles, has now moved on to football. Can't do both of them. They come at the same time. So we'll see what his thoughts are about this game. And when his Eagles this year will be over to watch. And that's going to be a nice play. Osborne with a hit and finds the gap, and that's going to be a touch, but it was in. Point Leslie County.
See, you can already tell Osborne has made Knott County their second guess in that defense. They're pulling this back girl, this deep girl ball side. Osborne's smart enough now, she's going to angle, so they're going to have to play her body, not her ball.
Down the line, Miller to the middle. Goes back, Baker over the top, but there's Osborne. Nice save by Johnson. Free ball, Knott County Central goes across to Baker. Johnson again with the dig. Osborne off the block, but there's Waddell.
That was a nice
Sluss
save.
into the net, and it's going to be point Leslie County.
It is 10-4 Leslie County in the second set.
And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Cornett. 11-4, but stay with us. 30-second break.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back to the campus of Leslie County High School, Richard Nixon Gymnasium. Coach Wendell Wilson Court, one of the best girls coaches, started the program here at Leslie County High School, and I had to, me and Betty Vaughn both coached. You coached against him. Both of us did. So, Coach Wilson, if you're tuning in, howdy.
Yeah, I'd like for someone to let me know how he's doing. I haven't seen him in a long time. I used to see him at some volleyball games. He'd come by and, you know me,
So if someone's watching, give us a, we'll kind of check it here in a minute and let us know how he's doing.
He's one of those that you coach against him, but he's still a dear, dear friend.
I actually played softball against him a long time ago. After the timeout, 11-4, serve goes. Let's see what Knott County's got in. It goes back to Baker over the top. Nice up and Sluss across to Miller, bumps it across. Here we go, and did not cross, and that's going to be a point, Knott County.
Yes,
Johnson was Johnson the one that made that dig that time?
It was. When Osborne is standing there and she's not moving forward, she's having a hard time hitting
going
the ball.
Straight up.
Exactly.
Yep. And that did not cross. Kind of explain that, Betty Vaughn, to everybody that's watching and listening. When you're saying not going forward.
Well, she's getting caught in the action of the ball, and she's in between the line and the 3-meter line. And when she's jumping, she's going straight up and only using her arms. So she's swinging early, the ball goes down. When she's staying back and approaching the net, she's getting her body weight and her arm into it, and she crushes the ball.
Coming through the ball rather than going up through the ball, going through the ball and forward to the net.
Because she swings all the way through.
Okay. That's a point for Leslie County, 12-7. Osborne with the serve. Into the net, service her. 12-8 Leslie County. Serve down the middle, Osborne to the setter Napier. Johnson down the line. And they're going to call out of, it was on the other side of the antenna.
Outside the pole,
Yep. So that's going to be a big point for Knott County as Johnson tried to draw that thing inside of it.
And a lot of that is that outside hitter is not going far enough outside to be able to pull it. They're going straight to the net, so it's over their head.
You're talking about straight down the sideline rather than get out of bounds.
And you can. Going back.
Right. And, you know, a lot of people think, can I go out of bounds in volleyball and then return? Yes, you can. It's not like basketball.
Right. We've had players before because of their quickness and their length that we'd have to put them 5 feet behind the line and 5 feet out of bounds.
Goes to Johnson. Nice job. And it's going to be a score for Leslie County with the kill, 13-10 Leslie County. She hit that one right through the top of that net.
She did.
Osborne out, and in comes Hochstedler. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Oh, did not cross, and that's going to be a service error. Point, Knott County Central, 13-11.
I'm sure if you're not, somebody will let us know.
Oh. And I promise you, if I am mispronouncing it, the
You'll
next
correct
time
it.
we have them, we will, or I'll go down and ask. We'll ask Coach Hubbard.
There you go.
Miller with the serve. And a little miss hit. It's drawn back. It's going to be a free ball for Knott
See,
County
that
Central.
was a nice free ball, low and deep in the back.
And
Bailey
with the
is
kill.
killing the ball now.
Bailey with the point, and that draws them too. And that's going to be a timeout by Coach Washburn, and it's 13-12 Leslie County. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Leslie County. Timeout by Leslie County as Knott County drew with a kill by Samara Bailey. It's 13-12. Thank you, the Bank of Hyman, for sponsoring our game. And thank you for all the sponsors, ARH, and a lot of other sponsors throughout. We'll try to jab them in there a little bit. But we appreciate, patronize those people and tell them that you appreciate them sponsoring volleyball, football, basketball, softball, and golf tomorrow, by the way. We'll be at the All-A Classic at the Hazard Country Club around 9:30. So join us tomorrow morning at 9:30. Hopefully it's not raining, but we live in the Amazon rainforest lately.
Well, you know, I have to work for a living, so I'll be at work tomorrow.
Okay. I think David Adams is taking the day off. Hochstedler with that. I thought that was going to out, but Baker played it. Free ball for Leslie County.
Nice play by Knott County.
Got it in system. Block off of Bailey. Hochstedler with a point. So in system, they did a nice job of getting it to the middle hitter that time. 14-12, Leslie County.
Bailey's just got to work on as soon as the ball, she's got to go forward with it. You know, she stood there and just let it bank off of her.
She kind of did like a little shoulder rotation a little bit, didn't get all the way up.
Yeah. Push that thing forward, it goes back across the net.
It's hard to be a single blocker. Isn't it?
It is, especially in the middle.
Bailey with a kill. Draws Knott Central back within one, 14-13. Goes to Johnson. Johnson with the up. Let's see what Knott County can do. Back set, and it's going to be hit. Oh, and it comes down, and it's going to be.
It's on Leslie's side.
It's on Leslie's side. I thought for a minute they were calling maybe someone was across, but they were pointing at the floor. So that ties it up, 14-14. Betty Vaughn, another close set.
That was a good play. They both went up to block the ball, didn't realize it was right in between both of them.
And that's not going to cross as Sizemore tried to cut it, didn't get it across, and that's going to be Knott County Central going up by one. First lead of the second set. Of course, Knott Central won the first set 25-23. Goes the back lead to Osborne. Back set. Johnson cuts it across, but there was Baker off the block. Nice call. Baker tries to draw it off, and it's going to be nice job. Free ball in system. Goes back to Bailey. Bailey with a kill. Point Knott County, 16-14.
I like the little setter from Leslie County. She's doing a super job going back there and backflipping that ball. I mean, because she looks like she's coming toward us, and she's backflipping that ball.
And you know how difficult that skill is.
Exactly right.
Osborne to Osborne, over to Hochstedler. Times it, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. 17-14. Leslie County got to do something here. Called by Sizemore, free ball.
That was
Johnson.
a nice free ball. It was
Yes.
deep and low.
And mistimed, and that's going to be a error on Knott County and Leslie County. You could feel how their shoulders came down and said,
Right.
we got to get going here.
Right.
17-15, Knott County Central. Johnson will serve. And that's going to be a service error. Point Leslie County draws within one. And like you've said numerous times already, this is where you start that momentum going.
You do. Volleyball, it's quick to gain and quick to lose.
Oh, and that's going to go, it's going to be in. Coach Cornett was asking official Kugler if it was in, and he says it is.
Said yes.
And you got to go by the line judge. But I have seen officials overrule it. Ties the score, 17-17.
Nice hustle.
Free ball for Leslie. Can they be in system here? They go to Hochstetler in the middle. She pushes it across, and that's going to be out, and that's going to be point. Knott County Central, 18-17. I'm glad.
That is a ball that every team in this region has got to work on. When you get that out of system, Knott County was completely off the floor, rattled. That ball's got to come back over quick. You can't give them a chance to set back up.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
They can't set back up.
So back across, Osborne with it. Across to Baker. Baker with a kill point, Knott County Central, 19-17. Knott County Central making noise over there. Their cheering section trying to equal Leslie County. Bailey with the serve, nice up, goes across Osborne to short. There's Miller. Nobody recovers, and that's a point for Leslie County. That's where people have their feet glued sometimes to the floor.
You know, when your setter gets that first ball, somebody's going to take over.
Yes. And that's what you want if you're on the opposing side. You want to make that happen.
That's right.
Hochstetler, I'm sorry. Kraft will get it across. Free ball, Leslie County. Can they tie it up? First time the setter has done that tonight. Baker with a block. Baker tries it again over top, tries to cut it, and it's going to be point Leslie County, and they tie it back up. 19-all.
She had the right idea. She just didn't cut it far enough.
A little bit too fine.
Yeah.
Hochstetler will serve, and she's done an outstanding job as a freshman serving the volleyball.
19-19.
Miller across, draws it, but there's Hochstetler. Osborne to Osborne. Sluss gets it over across on the 2. Osborne gets it, and it's going to go long, and that's going to be a point, Knott County Central. 2019. Hochstetler will go out, and Begley, the libero, will come in.
Yes, it is 2019 Knott County.
Nice serve.
Nice serve.
Goes across. Sluss with the up. Goes across. Baker with a kill. 21-19. She just got up so quick on that one. (21-19) Knott County.
And Miller is doing a great job of using her hitters.
Had over 500 assists last year. Osborne back over across, block. There's Baker. Sluss comes in, short across, but Osborne's there. Sizemore draws it, and it was on the line. Point, Leslie County. Nice shot by Osborne. I mean, Sizemore. I've said Osborne so many times, Betty Bun. It's on my
automatic.
But Sizemore with a nice shot, hit right on the line, making
I like
it 21-20.
the way, who is 33? Who's the setter for Leslie?
Oh, for Leslie is Sarah Osborne.
Great hands.
Yeah.
She's a setter.
Yeah, she had 276 assists last year. There it is. No. 21-21. All tied up here in the second set. Knott County won the first set closely, 25-23. We got another one.
You setter and you libero can make all the difference in a ball game.
Yep. We've said that how many times last year?
I know.
Nice draw, and that's going to be a point. Cannot play it from the beam.
Caught a reserve.
So we're going to have a redo, I guess, inadvertent whistle by official Spencer.
I believe he caught it dead, not thinking they were going to play that ball.
Yes, evidently. And that's going to be hit to it. And then everybody in the crowd saying to hit that, but it's off the block, and that's going to be point for Baker. And Knott County Central goes up 22-21.
This
Baker
is another good match.
Yes. And that's going to go long. Point Knott County Central, 23-21. And there's going to be a timeout by Leslie County, 23-21, set number 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School, 23-21 in set number 2. Knott County Central won the first set. And some people are kind of in their mind asking, what can the volleyball hit as long as it's on your side, Betty Vaughn?
Anything on that ceiling is playable.
Or playable, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were just talking. These backboards are lit up on the side. That ball can hit up there and roll down that, and you can play that ball off of that.
Is that something that is agreed by the coaches, or is that something that is all the way throughout all levels?
Well, it's assumed the only thing that they talk about in pre-warm-ups are the goals that are down.
Okay.
And they discuss that whether those are in or out.
Good. Here we go, 23-21. Goes across to Waddell, and that's going to give it set point, 24-21, Knott County Central.
You have Baker up to serve.
Yeah, and Baker has really come on in this second set.
She has a lot of movement on this ball.
Baker back set, nice play. Point.
That's what
Leslie
you do.
County.
When you need it, you go to your gun.
And I saw the coaching staff not whisper, they put the clipboard up, and
yeah,
that was perfect.
But you know, as you got to go when you need points, you got to go with the person that's going, and they won't always deliver, but that's your high percentage hitter.
Osborne trying to hold off set point, and it's going to be long, asking for the tilt. Did not get it, and that's going to draw Leslie County within one. So set point number 2 for Knott County.
I think Waddell just, as you notice, she's hitting behind her shoulders. She's going quick, so the ball's going up. And that's just practice.
Osborne long set, and now a save that time.
Nice job by that setter.
Should have altered it just a little bit. She didn't alter that one. Point, Leslie County. And that will tie it up, 24-24, timeout. Coach Cornett, stay with us, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Set number 2. back to Leslie County. You can't have a much better two sets to start the volleyball season here on Hometown 24.
This is a great way to start the season. We've been standing the whole time, bouncing from side to side.
I think 1 or 2 times I kind of went up in the air. My vertical ain't what it used to be.
Well, mine's not either, so I'm not even trying.
So as we come out of the timeout by Coach Cornett, Royce Osborne will try to score 2 in a row here to win it for Leslie County. Sluss, and it's going to be long, so it will send to set point number 1 for Leslie County.
I like the way that cheering squad over there, they're cheering just for their team. It's clean, nothing negative out of it. Nice
Baker
up by Baker.
Goes across to Waddell, cut shot, but there is Osborne. Napier goes across to Johnson and hits it long. Remember, you have to win by 2.
And it's 25-25.
Sluss will serve, and I don't know if they could ask for a better server right now because I know what she normally does. And they're asking right now, there's saying something was wrong with the volleyball, that it had a little bit of moisture on it. So here we go, 25-25. You can feel it in the crowd, Betty Vaughn.
It's flat. She's saying that it's flat.
You know, before the game, the officials check the pressure.
They do.
So must have been a ball that they did not check.
Well, and
or
they
it
may
may
have
have gone out.
They've got 4 balls, so they may have pulled extra balls.
Boy, sportscaster jinx, Betty Vaughn.
I know. That's okay. It's 26. It happens, man.
Sorry, Avery. 26-25, set point number 2 for Leslie County. Oh, my word, if we get Coach Hubbard, if Leslie County puts this out, he'll be rattling and going on, and that will end the second set, 27-25. Leslie County will have set number 3 when we come back, and we'll have special guest Coach Brian Hubbard. So stick with us.
He's on his way.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Okay, we're back here at the Leslie County Gymnasium. I want to introduce a very special friend of mine, Mr. Brian. We have coached against each other. We've talked on the sidelines, the bleachers, son. I want to congratulate. Last year came in as first-year coach of the year. Done a great job with these girls. I see the motivation, the momentum. It's carried over to this year. These girls, they look good.
Well, you know, Coach Wendell Wilson coached a lot of basketball here for a long time. Court's named after him. I'm going to be honest with you. He'd always say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Or we would say, the Susies and the Lisas here.
Exactly.
But, no, just blessed. And, look, going back, studying a lot of your stuff and all that I could find on film, you know, when that huddle started, you know, Coach Lisa Wilson, rest in peace, she's, just a jewel of a coach in this program. I went back and I started I went in the archive and I said, what did Letcher do all these years that separated them from the pack, and got good friends with Mr. Ben White out of Wolf County. And, Ben helped me greatly. Shay, listen, the volleyball community, I'm going to tell you, is the best community I've ever coached in. I'll be honest.
And I said,
Yeah.
We coached against each other, but if you called and said, Bets, will you come over and help me? It's like, yeah, I sure will. Just give me a date and a time.
Oh, yeah.
And every coach is that way, you know, because but I said that's why this volleyball has grown so fast.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a couple quick stories here, and I know we're getting ready to start this third set here. When I kind of, took over the program last year, and I knew we had the talent. I knew, and I said, I felt like our mentality had to change. I'm just a big kind of positive believer. I believe you can will things into happening.
Exactly.
I do. And they didn't quite know how good they were, and we had to somehow get that out of them. But anyway, I was sitting in the locker room one day, and I said, I'm getting ready to bring the GOAT in, the legend. They kept looking at me. I said, we were texting some, and we couldn't really work it out. I think volleyball season comes so fast for me. But, so I'm going to bring Miss Betty Vaughn in over here and show us how it's done. And, we was over at Letcher, and you was already helping me, coaching, say, hey, you got to fix this, that. And I said, well, I've got 45 on the team.
Right.
She says, I don't care if it takes you 45 minutes to get a drill right. You make sure you get the drill right. And we stuck to it. And, you can be average at a lot of things or really good at a few. And we took that motto you kind of pointed out to us, and we implemented it in the program, and it looks like it's carrying over.
Yeah, I like the motivation. These girls that are really motivated. I like I said you can tell both of these teams have put a lot of work into this before this season. They look good.
Yeah.
And I like the cheering group over
exactly.
here, too.
Yeah.
I think that brings something to the atmosphere.
A lot of our boys over there. The boys messaged me early this week. Or in practice, we can't message anymore, that. But in practice, they said, Coach, can you do us one favor? And I said, what's that? They said, we know you want to go watch your girls try to take down the defending champions. Because I called Shay as soon as she beat me out that night. I said, August 18th is the opening. I want you on August the 19th if I can. Right. She said, you got it, Coach. And, of course, I didn't know, football was around the corner and things. But, we knew we had a lot coming back. And we knew she'd be replacing a lot, but I also coached BVA with these girls on her team here. Right. Buddy, that's a good team. Yeah. I see them. They're young, but they're good. And so just been the best year of my life in coaching. I'm just going to say it. A lot of people's going to get mad at me because I had really good years in track, helped with football. Mark Collett and I did girls basketball here 5 years, one region and 4 All-A's, I think, if I'm not mistaken. My favorite year probably coaching ever was this sport right here, and I about teared up when I walked in. It's different.
It is, but it is growing so fast, and these athletes are phenomenal.
Oh,
it's changed so much since I've got out of it.
Yeah.
I'm the old goat now, but it's okay. It's all right.
Listen, let's change tracks.
Right.
Let's talk about your football program.
Okay.
Let's talk about what's going on because we're going to be coming over doing a few of your games.
Oh, great.
So,
yeah.
Let's talk about your football program.
Okay, so here's where we are.
3-1 Leslie, by the way.
My bad. Sorry.
You're okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. So football-wise, we're young as well. Collectively, we've lost 18 off last year's team, and 15 of them started. Right. So we're young, and we're learning to compete. It's that mentality again. We've got talent everywhere. We just got to learn to compete every play, every snap, every foot's got to be in the right spot, every hand placement, every step of the quarterback. But I tell you what, we were out there today and the heat was on, and
we come by and we saw you.
Yeah, and I said today, man, because we practice at night, 8 o'clock and stuff. I said today we're going to figure out how tough we are because we got some sickness going on and stuff, and we battled through it. I'm super proud of how they've bought in. I've not been easy on. I don't know if we're ever easy on. Let's
how many numbers
be
you got? How many you
we
got?
have 25 out right now. I'm going to put a little bug in somebody's ear here. Might be listening. I know we like to start school late, but I don't know if it's beneficial for our sports programs because as soon as we get in school Monday, I'm walking the halls and I'm recruiting, Especially now that I can't text them or anything,
You guys hear that out there in the hallway, Leslie County? You're tuning in. Come on out there and help them out.
Absolutely.
Young,
We're blessed.
And let me tell you, if anybody in this world can get it out of them, I'm standing beside them, man. I got my hand
I've
on
always
their
liked
shoulders.
your enthusiasm
Yeah, I
from
do too.
afar.
Yeah.
I love it. He's like me.
It's
He's like
contagious.
He's like a wild animal in a cage, and you open the door, brother, and he goes.
Well, I went to Wolf. And, let's be honest. Ben don't let you win up there. Let's be honest. I love him. He's a great mentor of mine, great guy. We got up there, and something didn't go our way. Well, me and Ben headed up there at the Scores table, and afterwards he said, "Buddy, I like you. You remind me of me a couple of years ago." I said, "Is that a good or bad thing?" I love him. Swear I do. But one thing he was going to get when we coached, a team that was going to fight till the end.
Exactly.
And that's what I believe in.
And that's what it takes. That's exactly what it takes.
Who you got opener?
We got Williamsburg this Friday night. I know we got a timeout here, Leslie, 7-2 here on the first timeout.
It's okay. We'll just.
We have Williamsburg this weekend, and listen, and again, I'm an open book. You can ask me anything, and I try not to hide behind any shield. But I do know this: Jerry Herring, and down there in Williamsburg, deserves way more credit for the coaching job he's done in 20 years down there. Listen, he does more with less as anybody's. And I'm not talking about players. I'm just talking about traditionally numbers,
Right.
He runs that offense where he's going to run the true air raid, which I love.
I do too.
He runs the true air raid. I think I watched, he's probably listening here. He's a guru. I think I watched 180 plays so far of them. And I believe they ran the ball 15 times. And that's okay at play. We got skill too, but they can run that like the back of their hand, And listen, always a challenge with them when we get together. It comes down to the last play, and I'm going to be honest with you, I hope it comes down to the last play this Friday night.
And, we'll be at your Leicester Central game.
Yeah.
So we'll be.
Listen, I've been scouting a little bit too. They're pretty good now. They're pretty good. But I'm excited. Here's the thing: we want to compete. Yeah. And when I say compete, I grit my teeth and I say compete.
Exactly.
That's just how I feel about it.
But, hey, it's always a pleasure, buddy, wherever we meet at. We always have something to say.
Absolutely.
I love you. I think the world of you, and I'll be there. I'll be your
I
best
get back
supporter.
into volleyball in the spring, if my wife lets me,
boys volleyball,
I'm going to be hollering at you.
Okay, buddy.
I'm going to be hollering at you. Yeah.
Listen, you come talk to us anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
All right.
God bless.
All right.
Praying for everybody. Love everybody. God bless you.
You too,
yes, sir.
buddy.
Absolutely.
As we go back to the action, Knott County had called a timeout, and Leslie County once again, Betty Vaughn, coming out quick in each one of the sets, and they're up now 8-3 in the third set. Of course, they split the two sets, 1-1. Knott Central set 1, 25-23. Leslie County set 2, 27-25. Brian Hubbard is an inspirational young man.
Yes, he is.
And you can see it, and you can see it in his players over there, and you can tell discipline. If that's all his players, as you said earlier, they're cheering for their team.
Right. And Sluss is, you can tell she's it's an early game because she's really not sure where the out of bounds line is. But as she plays, she will figure that out.
And that push goes out, and that's point Knott County 9-4. Once again, we'll be at the Hazard Country Club tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. And no, we won't be eating steak. We're going to be doing golf there. Me and David Adams and the whole Hometown 24 crew. I'm not sure what we're going to do, but tune us in if you can. Oh, nice block by Baker, but nice up by Napier getting it across. Comes across, and Baker off the block, and it's going to be point Knott County Central. Osborne looks up to the sky, Lauren does, and says, boy, I thought I had.
I'm telling you, this ball travels so fast. It's just, you got to be on your toes all the time.
Back set. Block goes out of bounds. Point Leslie County, 10-5, Leslie. Once again, we're in set number 3.
The only thing that I see with Leslie is they're not keeping a girl deep. If this ball gets blocked and it goes deep, they have nobody back there to recover this ball. And I know everybody plays their defense different. So.
Right, and I'm thinking, is that by design? You think so?
Yeah, a lot of people do not play a girl deep,
Johnson to Waddell, and goes across. Baker draws it through. Free ball for Knott County Central. Back set. Miller draws and nobody touches. They ask for a touch. There's no touch. There's no touch, and it's Leslie County point.
The little setter from Knott is doing a good job back setting.
Yep.
She is. Both of these setters are doing a good job. I mean,
11-5. Yeah, oh yeah, and once again, a very tough fundamental skill. A nice serve by Osborne. Short served it. 12-5, Leslie County. Osborne giving a sly smile after hitting that short service ace. Goes Sluss. Back cross. Miller. Nice job by Osborne. Johnson rolling with it. Kraft had blocked it back. And there's Osborne this time, but there's Baker to put it down. Point Knott County. Osborne that time got it up, but it crossed the net.
Baker's going to play that net hard and tight.
And service ace for Baker. 12-7, Leslie County. And by the way, we'll be at Knott County Central for football Friday night. Knott County Central, Harlan Independent, first game of the year. Blocked by Kraft, and that's going to be point. Knott County, 12-8, Leslie. Kraft, an 8th grader, as I mentioned earlier. Short, but there's Osborne to Napier. Back to Lauren Osborne. She pushes in that deep corner. Comes across Miller. Nice job by Kinley Napier. Goes across Waddell. Napier. Johnson block and out of bounds. It'll be point Leslie County. I don't know if we can top this, Betty Vaughn.
No, sir.
Do we give it up after tonight?
No, sir.
No, no.
If the season's going to be like this should be a 7-day-a-week job right here.
Oh, Josh Cornett tuning in hearing that.
I love
Waddell
it.
In the point, Leslie County, 14-8.
I've seen every type of hit. Defenses are changing and rolling.
Coaches calling timeouts, making modification and changes, alterations. Nice serve to Waddell. 3-meter hit by Baker. Nice job by Johnson. Nice scramble. And that's going to be off and block, and that's point, Knott County Central. Both teams learning a whole lot, Betty, about each other.
They are. It is 14-9, Leslie.
Goes back, Johnson, and is going to hit it wide, and that'll be point Knott County. Thanks for tuning in here on Hometown 24. We've got a dandy going. Hochstetler and doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point, Knott County Central. Thank you to the Bank of Hyman for your sponsorship. Thank you to the ARH. And that's going to be an overpass, point, Knott County.
But I have to give these two little Libros have played. They played hard. Yeah, they're making errors, but they're still playing hard.
Slows down the middle. Libro to Libro. Johnson off the block. Call by Baker. Nice up. Free ball for Knott County Central goes to Bailey off the touch. Tried to get her hand out of the way, but he was hanging there. So point, Knott County, 14-13, Leslie County. And that's going to go long.
She just got a little under that ball and it hung up in there.
And I didn't say anything that time.
No, you didn't. You done good. It is 15-13, Leslie.
Sizemore comes in the game, and also Sarah Osborne, as Brock will go out of the game, as well as Napier. By the way, guys, I haven't had a chance or opportunity to check anybody that's texted us anything, and that's going to go long. I will try to do that in between. David Adams is usually the one that does that. And David Adams, if you're tuning in, you're missing a dandy, brother. Leslie County up 15-14, set number 3. Both teams have picked up one set apiece in the best of 5. Osborne to Osborne, Hochstedler. And we forgot to ask Coach Hubbard about if I was getting that right. We got to talk about everything. And we're tied up now, 15-15.
Number 19 can get up.
Three-meter hit, and that was in.
That was in.
Nice job that time by Johnson.
That was a nice cut.
16-15, Leslie County, and not many people can do that, Betty Vaughn.
No, no.
Going to be an overpass, and that's going to be in.
Yeah, that was in.
That's in right on the line, the backside of it. That's 17-15, Leslie County. And if you've ever called a line, it is not the easiest job.
It's not.
And those are volunteers, by the way.
That's why I never let my girls do that.
Ooh, did not cross point, Leslie County, 18-15,
yes.
Most time it was, I called a lot of lines in my day.
Yeah, I just, it's too much pressure on a student to do that.
Oh, yeah. Johnson serving once again. Miller trying to hit it back, and it's going to be a miscommunication, 19-15.
Yeah, she rolled the ball a little too much. Instead of pushing it up, she pushed it out. It's 19-15, Leslie.
Johnson jump serve. Baker down the line.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
That's point, Knott County, 19-16. Baker played some valuable minutes last year as an 8th grader. Of course, she's a freshman now. Leslie County trying to hold on to gain that set advantage. It's going to be an overpass, point, Knott County. Thought Osborne was going to be able to get to it, but
see, that to me, I always have had my setters to turn sideways so you can see net ball. That way you can go up, tip it. I think she thought it was going over, so she was going to get in the defensive position to block.
Right. Cut shot goes to Baker, across back to Baker, off the block, point, Knott County Central.
It is 19-17, Leslie. 19-18, Leslie, I'm sorry.
And we've got another close set, 2 really close sets already, and a 3rd one coming. Osborne across over top of the double block.
Zoe.
Goes over to Baker. Baker tried to cut it. It goes into the net. Point, Leslie County, 20-18. If we knew at the Volleyball Media Day we were going to have this good a start, man alive.
We'd started early.
Yeah. Baker, Miller back to Baker, hits the net and finds a place on the floor for a point for Knott County Central. Bailey with the serve, and it's going to be a miss hit by Johnson. Few and far in between errors for Johnson, but that ties the score at 20 apiece.
And see, Bailey she's not serving the ball hard, she's just getting it in.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, she's just serving the ball.
And that's going to be another overpass, and there is Kraft and that's going to be point, and that's going to be a timeout. Leslie County 21-20 in set number 3. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Hometown 24.
Hey, it's Kristen. Are you looking for the ultimate back-to-school upgrade? Appalachian Wireless is offering you the Samsung S25 or the iPhone 16, or how about an iPad on us? Sign up for an Appalachian Wireless Advantage plan or renew your line of service. Or how about just coming in to see how you can qualify? These are perfect for school, work, or play, but hurry. These deals won't last long. Visit your Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web at appalachianwireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Hometown 24, the Bank of Hindman game of the week, or games of the week this week. And 21-20 in set number 3 for Knott County. Both teams split the first 2 sets. Coach Washburn with a timeout to try to break the momentum. Samara Bailey serving for Knott County Central. Let's see what they come up with in a system set here. But they got to make that first pass.
They do.
And there they go. Comes right back to Osborne. She's going to push it across. Free play for Knott County Central. Goes back to Baker, and that's a nice block and a point for Leslie County on the double block. I believe that was Sizemore. 21-21. And Napier and Brock will come in, and Osborne and Sizemore will go out after teaming up on that double block on the right side.
When you have hitters like Baker, you have to double block her. She's too strong and moves the ball too well.
And it was out. Sluss tried to tip it. And to her hustle, she did miss it, and that will tie. No, let's see, that was 22-21 Knott County.
22-21 Knott.
I got caught up in, and it's from this vantage point, sometimes you can see that and sometimes you can't. And I do have new glasses, by the way, Betty Vaughn, so.
I'm proud of you.
Harley Davidson.
I don't know if it's happened, but I'm proud of you.
I used to referee, so they'd say I was blind.
Yeah, I've heard
Osborne, but she gets it back across. Let's see what Knott County comes up with. Too tight to the net, but it drops it over top of the single block, and that's point Knott County, 23-21. Baker couldn't do much with it, but she got it over top of Osborne.
Just high enough and short enough till the second row could not get to it.
And Leslie County had pinched middle. Johnson to Napier, and it's going to be a free ball. Kraft touched it. Baker draws it across. It's going to be an overpass. Kraft mistimed it, and it's going to be point Leslie County. 23-22, Knott County Central. Osborne to serve. Miller back set. It's going to be a push, but there's Sluss with a set. Back to Baker. Baker down the middle, but there's Osborne with a row. Johnson in the back part. Baker down the middle, and there once again is Osborne. Overpass. Kraft couldn't hit, goes through the net. Who can get it? And Osborne had more height and got that ball and scored a point for Leslie County. 23-23. Who can get the next 2 bets?
I don't know, but this is a real game to start with, I can tell you that.
Goes back to Baker. There's the block, and that will put up for set point for Leslie County. 24-23. Coach Corney says, give me a timeout. And we'll be back in 30 seconds with the ending of set number 3.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Welcome back to Leslie County. Timeout. Coach Cornett, 24-23, Leslie County. Trying to get that 1 point to put them ahead 2-1 against the defending Knott County Central Lady Patriots. You know, they didn't lose a match in the 14th region last year. So
and just like we were
that would be sending a message, wouldn't it?
Just like we were talking, the big difference in volleyball now is the net play.
Yes.
Every team is beginning to play the net. It makes a big difference in the game.
Here we go. Let's see. Set point. Waddell. Who we going to? It goes across. Beckley with it up. And there's going to be the block. Brock gets it back to Napier. Across, and that's going to be set number 3 for Leslie County, 25-23. And when we come back, we'll go to set number 4. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
They'll take the gun. Not afraid to start. I'm not living out. Some folks think that I say so wrong. I can take a shot when life gets hard. I'm alive, I'm Perry County strong. I'm alive, I'm Perry County strong.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School as Leslie County wins set number 3 and puts them up 2-1 over Knott County Central. And just a reminder that our next volleyball match will be the 26th as Jenkins will go over to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. So it'll be the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers and the Knott County Central Patriots on the 26th. And that is, of course, 1 week from tonight. So tune in if you can. Betty Vaughn, 2-1, Leslie County.
It is, and, you know, just like we talked earlier in the media game and media days and all this, you know, I told Shay, I said, she's coming back with pressure. You're the 14th region champion. Now, you know, everybody you play, they want to beat you just to prove I can beat that.
Got that big X on your back.
Exactly right. And it's a good thing as long as you keep the pressure off the girls and keep it on yourself. But it might, just like you said, they're both playing phenomenal ball, but Leslie wants to beat Knott just to prove a point. I beat the 14th region champions from last year.
And like when I was reading off the KVCA preseason rankings, that's by the coaches, correct?
Right.
Nobody voted Leslie County in the top 5. So they probably saw that. And I'm sure the coaching staff and the players and all, they've got that on the bulletin board somewhere.
You're like me, you coached, and you use everything to your advantage that you could read, look at, see, or hear.
And in today's world, you can't hide.
No.
If you say it or you look at it, it's there.
And I had my teams that just sweating at the gills because so-and-so said we couldn't do this and you weren't ranked here. And that's what you do.
And after you win year in and year out, it gets really tough.
It does.
But, you know, winning breeds winning.
It does.
And you expect to win. And, you know, 2-1, we'll see what players from Knott County Central. You don't look around and the players, you don't see Faith Pollard anymore. You see other players that's going to take their spots. And, you know, regardless of which team wins this match, they're going to, both of them, as I've already said, are going to learn a great deal from this particular match.
I agree. And this is.
And it makes you better. It makes you
definitely.
better.
You know, if I was either of these teams, I would want to play the other team 5 or 6 times
More
in
times.
a year.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah, because 25-6 games, 25-8, 25-9 don't get you very
It does
other
not.
than a little bit of playing time for some other people.
Yeah, but was that, you know, are you
can do
really
that
learning? Are you learning how to win the wars?
tough.
You can win. You're winning that battle, but can you win that war?
Oh yeah, yeah. So as we look to the floor, and once again, we'll be starting set 4. Knott County Central will start off serving, and we'll see how, we'll see about advanced conditioning here too, Betty Vaughn.
True.
And that's going to go long, and that's going to be point Leslie County. And, in all 3 sets, Leslie County has gotten off to a real good start.
To mention my assistant, Kevin Nichols, who was like my right-hand part of my body, we were together all the time. But he always had our girls in condition. Our third game was our best game.
Yeah.
When everybody else was bent over trying to breathe, our girls were like, let's go, we're ready to play.
Nice over free ball, Knott County Central.
Nice back set.
And that's going to go off Osborne for the point for Knott County Central. But, in a way, what you got to understand here, too, is since they've gone the best 3 out of 5, the 4th and 5th set is testament to, I guess it's like in boxing in the 10th, 11th, and 12th round. Who's got the best condition and the mental toughness?
Exactly.
Nice hit right in that
It was a nice
corner.
shot.
Point Leslie County 2-1. Nice serve. And that's one thing Leslie County has done. They have served tough.
They have.
The whole night. There's a joust, and it's won by Miller, point Knott County Central.
You notice how Miller went up, touched the ball, and pushed forward, just enough to put the ball on the other side of the net.
And service her, and that will be point Leslie County. Hochstadler with a solid serve again. Back set. Brock wasn't ready for that one, I don't think. Got to step back, and as Waddell hits it down, but Hochstadler being ready for it. There's in that corner shot, and once again, Leslie County point.
If you can hit those lines, that has to be the weakest spot because you only have one player. If you put the ball in the middle, there's six
conversion,
players.
right.
You put it on the corners, you got one player in the line.
Serve
nice
to the middle.
serve.
She's done an outstanding job.
That was a nice set. She pulled Miller right to that net.
Back to Waddell, close to the net. Now couldn't do much with that one. And it's going to cross, and it was in. So nice scramble point for Leslie County, 5-2.
I like Baker. She's trying to get her team together just to discuss what's going on. Let's just play. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Play the ball. It is 5-2, Leslie.
And, of course, the captain is the only one that can talk to the up official.
Right.
And that would be Taylor Baker. Not sure what they're asking. Maybe about ball placement over there on the sideline. Hochstadler, nice serve. That was in.
That was in.
She serves from this left side, Betty Bunn. A little bit unorthodox to a certain degree, but she's able to hit down the line as well as hitting in that far corner. 6-2, Leslie County. Service era. I'm sorry, girl.
That's twice now, man.
I've done that. I'm going to quit saying stuff. Knott County point, 6-3.
It is 6-3 Leslie in the 4th game. Leslie's up 2-1.
Over top, and there's Sluss to get it. Waddell hits it into the net. Point Leslie County, 7-3. Baker with the serve.
Nice up by Baker.
Goes to Bailey. Bailey with a kill. 7-4, Leslie County. Yep, a little bit late on the point.
That's a nice job by Bailey going up and bringing that ball to the left-hand side instead of straight down the middle where the defense is at.
Goes across and blocked, and it was in. Point, Knott County.
You have Bailey and Baker both on that side. That's a big block.
And, you know, they're going up against Osborne.
Right.
You know, Royce Osborne, an outstanding athlete,
Right.
Three great volleyball players.
Right.
Back set to Osborne. Baker did a nice job of backing up. Over the top, but there was Sizemore. Over the top, Miller with the up. Free ball for Leslie County. Napier across to Osborne over the top. Bailey probably should have let that one go, but never know.
Hey, you have to be a ball hog, Manus.
Yep. Yes, you do. Free ball. No, not a free ball. Nice job. Nice up by Sizemore. Long point going here. Who's going to win it? Baker with a kill. 7-6, Leslie County. Longest, I think that might have been the longest play of the night, Betts.
But did you see how watch how they're playing. Everybody is going after the ball. Nobody's standing still. We're up above everybody. You can see the movement on the floor.
Back set. Pushed to the corner, but there was Miller. Baker. Napier doesn't get it across, and that will tie it up, 7-7. Service her, point Leslie County. 8-7 Leslie County. We're in the fourth set. Leslie County up 2-1 in sets. Short serve, nice serve that time. She's mixed it up a whole lot. 9-7 Leslie County. Want to thank Leslie County, AD Mark Collett, and Coach Hubbard for coming to us. Another nice serve. Once again, mixing it up. 10-7 Leslie County. And it was a foot fault. 10-8 Leslie County. I'm not seeing any fatigue yet, Betty.
No, from neither team.
Nope. Napier across to Johnson. Nice up.
Oh.
Good hustle. Point, Leslie County. Nice angle on the shot that time. Begley going back to serve. Begley, a junior. Miller across. Free ball for Leslie County. Goes across Johnson off the tip. Draws it back. Nice play by Baker. Johnson was able to get to it, couldn't do anything with it. Point, Knott County Central. And as the year goes by, those sets will be better for both teams. A little bit drawing them too close right now. Johnson with a nice up. Nice hustle, point, Knott County. I don't think there is a wet spot on the floor, but it seems like to me, I keep seeing something down here on Leslie's side.
Yeah, right in that light. It looks.
Yep. And that's going to be an ace. Point Knott County Central, 11-11. And it's been a while since that's happened to Leslie County in the back.
Yes, yes. That's one of those balls between two players, and neither one really knew who wanted to get it.
Nice up by Osborne. Johnson blocked by Kraft. And it's going to go long. And that's going to be point Knott County Central as they pull ahead 12-11. Once again, set 4 in the bank, a Hyman Classic. We'll call this an instant classic.
Exactly.
Not across, and that's going to be point Knott County Central.
See, right here, 27. She's got to pull herself out of that slump. Johnson's got to pull herself out of that slump. She's too good of a ball player to let one or two mistakes bring her down the whole game.
Point for Leslie County on the service error. 13-12 Knott County Central, set 4. Remember, we'll be at Knott County Central Friday night for first game of the football season. Knott County Central and the Harlan Green Dragons.
They have a nice field over there.
Yes,
Knott
they do.
County.
One they can be real proud of.
Exactly.
Osborne back to Johnson, and nice hit. Baker's able to get to it. Back to Johnson. And that's right on the line. And she must have heard you, Betty Vaughn.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what
she heard you from way up here.
Yeah, that's what athletes do. They play through.
And you got to commend her for that.
You do.
13 all. And she's just smiling about it. Osborne to go back, and that is Sarah Osborne. She's a senior. Royce Osborne, a senior, and Lauren Osborne, a junior.
Nice play by Sluz to take that mislead ball and bring it right back to the
3-meter hit,
center.
and it's going to go long. She didn't, like you talked earlier, she didn't come through that ball. 14-13, Knott County Central. But she has that capability from the 3-meter line.
Yes.
Or behind the 3-meter line, I should say.
Or from the back row, wherever you're at.
Too close to the net, and it's going to be point Leslie County.
You know what I've seen out of both of these teams? They can take a mislicked ball from the back, and they know they've got floor awareness. They're bringing that ball back to the center where it can still be handled.
Nice serve. Deep shot, Begley there. Osborne into the middle. Hochstetler there is Kraft with a block. Goes across. I'm not sure which one it was for, Betty.
I don't either. But see, that's Osborne on the outside's got to say, I'll take that. She's got to call that ball and take it, yeah.
Point Knott County Central. Johnson draws back to the middle, over the top. Waddell off the block, and it's going to be point Knott County Central, 16-14. Got to get Waddell, involved in this a little bit more.
You do, absolutely. She's too good of a player not to.
16-14. Set number 4. Leslie County trying to close it out. And nice serve, nice hustle. Point, Knott County Central. Timeout, Leslie County, 17-14, set number 4, Knott County Central up. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School. Richard M. Nixon Gymnasium. Leslie County with a timeout. Knott County Central up 17-14. Knott Central trying to keep that momentum. Leslie County trying to overcome that and close out the match.
Yes, Leslie's up 2-1.
Knott County trying to get it to that fifth game, Betty Vaughn.
They are.
Fifth set.
Set, yeah, I keep saying game.
Well, I go between so many different sports, Betty Vaughn. You have to keep me straight.
That's all right. I can't keep myself straight.
What about them Cincinnati Reds?
I don't watch Cincinnati.
Come on, Betty Vaughn. Don't tell me you're a Yankee fan.
I'm a Cardinals and a Dodgers.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I was afraid of that.
Goes back, Hochstadler, and that's going to be, was a tip on the block.
Yeah.
Ball changed. It was either that or the net, and it was well above the net. So
right.
17-15, Knott County Central.
And the ball took a good rise.
Yeah.
Nice up by Sluss.
Goes to Bailey. Bailey.
That was a nice shot by Bailey.
Yes, nice job by Johnson. Not a lot of good digging going on. Waddell. And that's going to be point Knott County Central. Nice coffin corner shot. 18-15 Knott County Central.
You have Zoe Miller up to serve.
And, you know, we haven't really mentioned it, but the fans have got their money's worth.
They really have. Really. We've got our money's worth.
We may need the AED. I hope we don't. Bailey stops it, goes across. Waddell short, but there's Osborne with it. Miller to Baker, cuts it, hits the net, and goes out of bounds.
I like the way this, and I've said this, 33, the setter from Lacey, did you see how she took that spin and she killed that spin on that ball?
Yeah.
When she backs it, there was no spin on that ball.
Well, and a lot of times if you have spin, that probably means.
Right, but and that ball was not a good, easy ball for her to get to, and she took all that spin off.
Nice serve.
Nice job by Baker to pull that up.
This handle. It's going to be a free ball for Knott County Central. What kind of system are they going to go with here? They go to Bailey. Nice job that time by Sizemore. And there is Osborne.
I've told you, net play is so much better. Everybody, I know what Baker's asking, but when that ball hits the top of the net, that's like a neutral zone. It's anybody's ball.
Yeah, and Miller wanted to say interfering with her set.
Right.
That was a point, Leslie County. Goes to Begley to Napier. Oh, nice job by Sluss. Waddell, there's Osborne. Mishandle. Free ball for Knott County Central goes to Bailey, cuts it across, and it's going to be out of bounds. Point goes to Leslie County, tying it up at 18 apiece.
All Bailey has to do is her hand goes on top of the ball, and she just hits straight down.
Yep. And Shay Cornish says, give me a timeout, so we're going to take one as well. 18-18, set 4. Stay with us.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back to Leslie County as Coach Cornett calls a timeout for Knott County Central, 18-18, set number 4. Leslie County up 2-1. As we go through and, talk about some of the things we're going to be doing. We got golf tomorrow on Hometown 24 about around 9:30. after Mr. Lynn Sloan comes off the air. And then Friday night we have Knott County Central Patriots hosting the Harlan Green Dragons in football. And then next Tuesday we will have the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers versus the Knott County Central Lady Patriots over at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. A lot going on Hometown 24.
It is, but it's giving these young athletes a chance to be seen doing what they love to do.
And we enjoy it.
Definitely.
Here we go. Baker, nice job by Sizemore. Goes back, push across, Sluss with the up. Nice push that time by it's Osborne, and it's going to be point Leslie County, 19-18.
Osborne is doing a good job taking what they give her, not trying to overuse it, and just pushing, just trying to find holes somewhere.
Nice serve that time by Napier. Baker with a draw, but there was Johnson. Osborne, point, 2018, Leslie County. So Leslie County counters the timeout and scores the first 2 points after the timeout.
And it is 2 games, 2 sets to 1. Leslie, this is the 4th set.
Goes back, Waddell hits it in the net, not blocked, and that's going to be a point, Leslie County, 21-18.
That did not clear the net. That hit the top of the net.
No, that wasn't close.
Right.
Baker's going to hit it out. And that's, that was a quick decision. And that's going to be a point, Knott County Central.
And it is 22-19 Leslie, and Knott County is serving.
And that serve's going to go long, and that will be point Leslie County, 23-19. That's going to be movement before the contact, I believe, wasn't it?
It is front row movement.
So that's a big point given up by Leslie County. 23-20 Leslie County. Knott County still trying to stay in the match. Goes across to Johnson, and Johnson's going to hit it long. Point Knott County Central.
It's 23-21 Leslie, but Knott's got the momentum.
Do you feel the nerves?
For some reason, Bailey, that little off serve has worked all night long.
It's like a changeup.
It is. It's giving them Leslie's having a hard time playing that ball.
Goes across to Baker off the block, but there's Begley. Nice up by Miller.
Nice recovery by both teams to get back to play defense.
Waddell gives them time to recover. Goes back to Osborne in the middle. Block. And that's going to be a free ball for Knott County Central. Goes back to Baker off the double block. Osborne. Johnson block again. Let's see who Miller goes with. Goes with Baker. Nice job by Osborne. Free ball, Knott County. Back to Baker. There's that Osborne girl, Kraft, but there's Johnson to recover. Bailey, Miller, back, Baker, and that's going to be a point, Betty Vaughn.
Oh.
Outstanding point by both teams.
Lord, it is 23-22, Leslie. They're doing what got them where they're at. They're playing 1 point at a time.
Lauren Osborne with 2 big hits to keep the point alive.
Correct.
Free ball's coming to Knott County Central. Miller across, and it's going to be a block by Sizemore. Point, Leslie County, and that will set up the first match point for Leslie County at 24-22.
That was a smart play by 27. Instead of passing it back, she's seen everybody was out, and she takes the ball over. There's holes.
And you've talked about that several times.
So
match
this is
point number 1. Free ball for Leslie County. Can they put it away right here? Goes to Johnson. See if they go back. They go to Hochstedler. To Baker on the outside. Draws it, but there is Osborne. Johnson. Free ball, Leslie County.
Whoever wins this will be one of the hardest points they've ever won.
And that's going to be long. And that's going to be point, Knott County Central. Woo! That was close to being a touch.
It is. You know what I like?
They was begging for it. They was begging for it.
Neither team is going to give up a free point.
No.
I mean, nothing's going to be easy in this.
Match point number 2 for Leslie County.
You're going to fight for every point.
You're going to win it.
You sure are.
Here we go. Goes to Hochstedler off the block. And that is going to end the match. 25-23. Leslie County 3 sets to 1. A nice first game for Coach Washburn and the Leslie County Lady Eagles. A terrific match, Betty Vaughn.
Yes, it was from start to finish. Every point.
And, you know, when you look at the scores, set 1, Knott County, 25-23. Set 2, 27-25, Leslie County. Set 3, 25-23, Leslie. And set 4, 25-23, Leslie.
It doesn't get much better than that.
So,
you know, and it's hard. It would be hard to pick a player from either of these teams, but you got to look at when they needed the point, who did they go to?
And, you know, who was in the back, who served it well?
Right.
Alice Lloyd, player of the game, Royce Osborne.
I totally agree.
So that is just a big-time match for the Leslie County Lady Eagles.
Right.
Of course, sometimes, and you know, a loss can change a team, and it strengthens a team, and you got to work on those things. So,
you do.
But, you know, the thing about it is, you live another day. It's early in the season, and both teams
are only going to get better from here.
Oh, my. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
And I think Leslie County has put themselves in the spotlight now.
Yeah.
So you can't come in here at Leslie County High School and expect these lady volleyball players to lay down because, as you said earlier, they're not going to lay down.
No. That's what makes a good team.
So I think it's been a really good night, Betty Vaughn. We'll be seeing some good volleyball. If you can't come out and watch the volleyball bunch,
stay tuned, and we hope we do the best job we can. And we love this. I've loved every minute of it.
So once again, the Alice Lloyd College player of the game, Royce Osborne. Congratulations to her, Coach Washburn, in her first game as head coach, and the Lady Eagles. So tomorrow we'll once again be at the Hazard Country Club for golf, All-A Classic. We're starting around 9:30 Friday night, football. Harlan Green Dragons at Knott County Central Patriots. So if you can't be there, tune us in. We appreciate all the Hometown 24 crew. We appreciate Leslie County High School. And with that being said, good night.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.